Good afternoon, children. We have to study about registration of partnership firms. Registration. We have to learn about registration of partnership firms. During 1932 period, what happened? During 1932 period, Indian Partnership Act was passed in the land of India. Indian Partnership Act. According to this act, what happened? Registration of partnerships were given to the partnership firms of India. Registration. They can make at any time. They can make the partnership at any time. Or this registration they can make at any time. At any time, according to the convenience of the partners, they can make registration. But there is no compulsion or there is no force for registration. No type of or no kind of force is there for the registration of these type of partnership firms. But Government of India clearly told that registration of partnership firms will help the people who formed partnership firms. That was the idea, that was the real idea of Government of India. Government of India clearly told that. What I told you. Registration of partnership firms means there is no compulsion for registration, but it is better for the firms if they are registered, if they are making registration. Then, what are the advantages of registration? What are the advantages of registration? Advantages of registration. Filling case against the third party. It is easy to file a case against the third party. What is meaning? If there is a dispute or if there is a disagreement, what is that? If there is a dispute or if there is a disagreement, it is better to file a case against the third party if registration is there. If registration is not there, it is impossible to file a case against the third party. If registration is not there, it is difficult or impossible to file a case against the third party. So, in order to file a case against the third party, registration is a very good method. Then, other partners What is that? If there is a disagreement, imagine that there is the presence of a disagreement. It is very easy to file a case against other partners. Imagine that 10 partners are there. 10 are there. 10 partners are there, and they join together and they formed one business organization. 10 partners joined together and they formed one business organization. Imagine, they formed one business organization. Then what will happen? A kind of or a type of disagreement happened between the partners. Disagreement took place between the partners. If there is a disagreement between the partners, what is that? One partner can file a case against other partners. Or imagine that there is a presence of 10 partners. With one partner, all the other partners got disagreement. With one partner, all the other partners got disagreements. Then what is that? All the 9 partners can file a case against the one partner. This is possible. What is that? This is possible. This is possible if there is registration. Then unregistered firms. What I told you one thing clearly, that there is no guarantee that all the partnership firms should be registered. There is no guarantee, or there is no compulsion that. There is no guarantee or there is no compulsion that all the business firms or all the partnership firms should be registered. There is no compulsion that all the partnership firms should be registered. No compulsion. But what is that? Some firms will be registered. Some other firms will be unregistered. Sometimes a problem may happen between registered firm and unregistered firm. Sometimes disagreement may happen between registered firm and unregistered firm. In such a situation, what will happen? Registered firm can file a case against unregistered firm. For what purpose? For the recovery of funds. For loan recovery or for the recovery of loans. Imagine that an unregistered firm borrowed money from a registered firm. Then what will be there? The registered firm gave money to the unregistered firm. During such a situation, unregistered firm will not give money to the registered firm. So, registered firm can file a case against the unregistered firm for easy return of the money. For easy return of the money, they can file a case against the unregistered firm. If this has to take place, what will be there? If this has to take place, what will be there? If this has to take place, what will be there? Registered firms should be there. Or if all the firms are unregistered, what will be the? If all the firms are unregistered, this is not at all possible. This is possible only when there is, which one? This is possible only when there is registered firms and unregistered firms. Dissolution. What is dissolution? Imagine that 5 partners are there in a business firm. 5 are there. Imagine or think that 5 partners are there in a business firm. 5 are there. Then what will be the 5 are there in a business firm? You think 5 people are there in a business firm. Then what will be the? One person died suddenly. The share of that person can be given to the son of the dead person. The share of that person can be given to the son of the dead person. That is known as dissolution. This is known by what name? Dissolution. So what is our? This type of legal formalities are possible when there is a presence of those partnership firms which are registered. So these are the advantages of partnership firms which are registered. Now once more we have to study. What is meaning? We are studying the last part of the lesson. Forms of business organizations. Last part of the lesson. Forms of business organizations we have to think. Last part. Forms of business organizations. Last part of the lesson that we have to learn. What is that? How partnership firms can be registered, that we are studying. In what way or how we are registering partnership firms? What are the involved ways by which we can register the partnership firms? Involved ways by which we can register the partnership firms. Involved ways or important methods by which we can register partnership firms. What is the meaning of partnership firms? In my last video, I have told you children clearly. That I have told you clearly. What is the meaning of partnership firms? What is the meaning of sole trading concerns also I have told you. What is the meaning of that? Sole trading concerns. Sole trading concerns means one business will be started by one person only by using his capital, and during the time of decision taking, the single person only will take the decision. That is known as sole trading concern or single trading concern. In the case of sole trading concern, only one person must take all the responsibilities of profit and loss. One individual or one person must take all the responsibilities of profit and loss in the case of sole trading concerns. So, in order to overcome the problems of sole trading concerns, partnership firms are made. Partnership firms are made in order to overcome the demerits of or sole trading concerns. In partnership firms, different people will gather together. In the case of partnership firms, so many people will gather together. They will plan of starting a business. They will plan of starting a business. They will take money from their pocket, or capital will be taken by the partners. Partners will take the capital. After taking the capital, combinedly they will start one business. Combinedly they will start one business. That is known as partnership firms. Then what will be there? And according to the registration of partnership firms, what will be there? There are so many legal sites are there. During 1932 period, Indian Partnership Act was passed by the government of India. During 1932 period, Indian Partnership Act was passed by the government of India. According to this act, Central Government of India told that the business firms of India which are working on the basis of partnership can be registered. There is no compulsion regarding the registration of partnership firms. No compulsion is there. There is no compulsion regarding the registration of partnership firms. No compulsion is there. Some partnership firms can function without registration. Some can function. Some partnership firms can function with registration. Two methods are there. Then partnership firms registration can be done at any time. Partnership firms registration can be done at any time. According to the convenience of the partners, they can register the firms. They can remain without registration also. There is no compulsion in this part. Then, what are the advantages of registration of partnership firms? What are the important or what are the major advantages of registration of partnership firms? Important or major advantages of registration of partnership firms. Important advantages of registration of partnership firms. First one, if the firms are registered, it is easy for the partnership firms to file one case against the third party. Imagine that a third party is troubling the firm. A third party is troubling the partnership firm. Imagine a third party is troubling the partnership firm. Then they can file a case against the third party. This is possible only if there is registration. Second one, imagine that 10 partners are there in one business. 10 people are there. 10 people are there in one business. Then what will be there? 2 members are fighting with the 8 members. 2 members are fighting with the 8 members. In such a situation, what is that? 8 members can file a case against the remaining problem against the remaining two members. This is possible only if there is a presence of registration of partnership firms. Then unregistered firms are there. Some firms are unregistered. In such a situation, what will be there? If there is a quarrel between registered firm and unregistered firm, registered firm can file a case against unregistered firm. Then loan recovery. Sometimes what is that? Sometimes unregistered firm. What is that? Sometimes unregistered firm may borrow money from registered firm. Unregistered firm may borrow money from registered firm. Then what will be that? Sometimes unregistered firm will not give back the money to the registered firm. That is common. Unregistered firm will not give money to the registered firm. In such a situation, what can be done? In such a situation or in such a condition, what will be the registered firm can make one complaint against the unregistered firm for easy recovery of the dissolution. Imagine that one person died among the partners. Think or imagine that one individual or one person died among the partners. His share can be given to his son or daughter. This is possible only in the case of partnership firms which are registered. This type of business is existing among the Hindu religious people. Among the Hindu people, these types of business is existing. Hindu undivided family. This type of business is there among the Hindu people only. And you know very well about different type of families. You might have seen or might have heard about nuclear family. What is nuclear family? Husband, wife, and their children are living together. Husband, wife, and their children are living together in one house. Children are not living with the grandfather or grandmother. Family is very small. Understood? There is nuclear family. Nuclear is small family. Another one is known as Another one is known as matriarchal family. Two types of families are there. Matriarchal family and patriarchal family. Two types are there. Matriarchal family is one in which the eldest female member of the family will look after the affairs of the family, and family property will be given to the ladies. That is known as matriarchal family. In some parts of India, matriarchal families are there. Another type of family is known as patriarchal family. Patriarchal family. This means the eldest male member of the family will look after the affairs of the family. The eldest male member will look after the affairs of the family. And family property will be given to the male members of the family. That is known as patriarchal family. In majority of the areas of India, patriarchal family is existing. Patriarchal family is existing in majority of the families of India. Then another one is joint family. What is the meaning of joint family? Joint family means father, mother, children, grandparents, etc. are living together in one house. Grandfather, grandmother, their children and their children are living together in one family under one roof. That is joint family. So what is that? Joint for the total number of joint families. The total number of joint families are decreasing day by day. Day by day. The total number of joint families are decreasing day by day. The number of nuclear families are increasing. People are preferring, what they are preferring? People are preferring to live with their children. People are not preferring to live with their parents. Or grandchildren are also not preferring. Grandchildren are also not preferring to live with their grandparents. But nowadays, in some parts of India or in some sides of India, what is that? Joint family system is there. So, Hindu undivided families are there. About that we are studying. If there is a presence of 2-3 brothers in a family, after their marriage, they are not shifting into their own houses. All of them will marry and they will live together under one roof. That is known as which one? Hindu undivided family. In the case of Hindu undivided family, the ruling will be done by the eldest male member of the family. The administration of ruling will be done by the eldest male member of the family. That is speciality. They will do some business. Only male members will do it. Only male members will join in this business. Only male. And the eldest male member will conduct the business. He is known as Karta. He is known as which one? Karta. Karta will look after the affairs of Hindu undivided family. Karta. Karta will look after the matters of Hindu undivided family. Karta. The authority of Karta is unquestionable, or nobody can question the authority of Karta. That is one speciality. See, we have studied the last part of the lesson, forms of business organizations. What are the important or what are the major types of business organizations? Hindu undivided family business. The business that is going on inside Hindu undivided family is known as Hindu undivided family business. Then we studied about different types of family. Nuclear family is there. What is nuclear family? Nuclear family is one image. Father, mother and their children only are living. Father, mother and their children only are living in one family. That is nuclear family. That means grandchildren are not living with the father, with the grandparents. That is nuclear family. Then patriarchal family. Patriarchal family is one image. The eldest male member will look after the affairs of the family. Patriarchal family. Family property also will be given to the eldest male member, will be given to the male members only. Matriarchal family means, matriarchal family is one image. What is that? Matriarchal family is one image. The eldest female member will look after the affairs of the family. Family property also will be given to the female members. Joint family system. What is joint family system? Joint family system is one image. All the family members are living together in one family. After marriage also, sisters or brothers, they are not living in another family. That is joint family. In a joint family, eldest male member will look after the affairs of the family. In Hindu undivided family business, only male members are participating. Female members are not at all participating. The eldest male member is known by the name Karta. Karta is the name of the eldest male member in the family. He will look after the business of Hindu undivided family. The authorities of Karta or the power of Karta is unlimited or unquestionable. Dear children, you watch this video. Read the same topic in the textbook. If you do have doubts, you please call me children.